Welcome to the AG News Show. I'm your host Roberto also serving you the best in music from all over the world, as well as interviews from greatest personalities. In the year 2020, as well as previous years of the 21st century, there was always this debate about whether rock and roll is alive, dead, or kicking. One of the people that I asked the question was Sabrina Fallah. And Sabrina Fallah, who's going to be one of our interviewers right now, answered the question of rock and roll being alive, which it is being alive. Let me see if I could invite her, these Instagram things. But she answered the question. And recently, she was interviewed by the BBC Radio Merseyside. Hello, Sabrina, one of my favorite rockers.
Hi.
How's everything?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Just wanted to let you know that I was starting the show with the fact that last year we had the debate about whether rock and roll was being alive, dead, or whatever happened. And you answered the question about rock and roll being alive.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very true. Because even the BBC of Radio Merseyside, the BBC of all stations, has already paid attention to the great Sabrina Fallah, who since our first interview, not only with me, but also with Dr. Robin Santalini. Dr. Robin Santalini, they're taking the day off, although they might make a surprise visit. But
okay. Well, they should. They should at least come say hi.
Okay, they'll probably be making a surprise visit. You know, Santalini is is fabricating a lot of toys by his own, and Dr. Robbins, and also Dr. Robbins is making house calls. But back to where we were talking, we said that rock and roll is alive, and the BBC has already proved that, and the fact that you've risen not only as one of the greatest rock stars that come from Canada, but that you have also become an actress in a Lego theater production, which is also great. Many rock stars have gone into Lego acting as well, which is great. And recently, about 1 hour ago, I received praise from one of the greatest singers of Guatemala, Paola Argueta. Paola Argueta is a folk rocker.
Oh, cool.
She's a folk rocker in the style like in the English style, you would say a female Spanish version of Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Her videos and everything, she already said that you are one of the most talented people in the world. One of the greatest rockers, one of the greatest influencers in rock music.
Really?
He told me. You're talking about the female version of Bob Dylan and the female version of Jose Feliciano.
That is so cool. Well, that's sweet.
Jose Feliciano when he was in the countryside. But I want to talk about what happened. How did you get into the BBC? How was your experience?
How did I get BBC? Okay. Well, can I mention station names on here? Because that's how okay. All right. Okay.
Go ahead and mention the station names, and if they censor me, I have 2 or 3 other platforms that are ready for me. Because just like you, I was once in the BBC too. But let's talk about your experience. How did the BBC discover Sabrina Fallah?
Well, okay. There's a station in Rhode Island in the States where I do a show on the Brian Sullivan Early Show every Saturday, which I had it this morning. And Brian played my song one morning. And one of the DJs at the station, his name is Tommy, he heard me. Then he approached me and asked me if he could help me spread my music around. And because he's actually from Liverpool and he knew people at BBC, he had the way to open the door for me. He did tell me it's tough and that he couldn't promise anything, but he would try. A week after he wrote to Linda, I got accepted. So Tommy helped me get in the door, and now I have BBC connections, which I'm very thankful for. Linda is so sweet, and I could talk to her all night when she was interviewing me.
Yeah, I heard her a lot. And how do you feel having made it in Liverpool, the birthplace of the Beatles?
Uh, because it happened so fast, I didn't expect it to like be so fast. It's actually amazing because I have been to England to record my first EP. So it's interesting how, wow, now I know, I also know people in Manchester as well, so now with Liverpool. It's nice. I love meeting people in the UK. They're very nice people as well. They're very nice.
Yeah. I too, just like you have had experience with the BBC, I too have had a long experience. But again,
Yes.
besides Liverpool and Manchester, have you ever been interviewed by other stations of the BBC or any radio stations in the UK, independent or belonging to the BBC?
Um, can't remember the name, but I do. The person that I know in Manchester actually has a radio station that is rotating my song Hurt, and it's actually close to the Coronation Street set, which I mentioned in the interview with Linda, if they watch Coronation Street, because it's filmed in Manchester. So yes, I have had a couple of plays in Manchester, and uh, I think that's about from what I can remember. But BBC would be my biggest one in the UK.
Yeah. Just like you've been with the BBC, I too have been with the BBC,
Yes,
but
you
my
have.
association has been a lot longer.
Right.
There was a time when there was no internet. In other words, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the other things that was internet was just simply not there. It was an invention. You had either regular TV. Here in America, it was PBS with the BBC comedies, which I loved a lot, or you had the shortwave radio. With the shortwave radio, I used to write to a lot of radio stations around the world.
Right.
One of them was the BBC. I wrote to them in English and I wrote to them in Spanish.
Right.
I had received a lot of nice souvenirs and everything. When the BBC got rid of their shortwave service and went full internet, I not only got the BBC World Service, but I also managed to get BBC Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and even the English regions.
Oh, nice.
Which leads to the next part. The BBC, some people in the BBC know me. I'm not going to be naming names. There was one person, she was born in England, and her parents were from India. She interviewed me a lot and everything. And I remember some of my things in the BBC. I'm grateful to the BBC because most of my things, my photos,
Yes.
and some of my reports that I did before starting this blog, the AG News Show in English, and the Noticiero RCAG is 15 years old. But before that, I was actually sending comments and everything to the BBC. In fact, this blog was born out of a report that I did to the BBC. The year 2006, I was given my first camera by a nurse. I was actually a doctor by trade and everything, but there was a journalism part of me that was hidden. Plus, there was a rock rebel in me that was hidden, the hippie part. And this nurse, she was from Puerto Rico, just like my wife is, said, "You're never going to be a physician. Or this is going to be like your work, but I have the feeling that you're a really great journalist. I'm giving you this camera as sort of like a birthday Christmas gift." I accepted it. She said, "Now go ahead and start taking photos." This was during my first marriage, and aside from that, my wife wanting to get deliveries and everything for herself and for my daughter. I do have a daughter. We haven't talked for a long time, but it's another issue. And I went to this place called Versailles. And in Versailles, while I was getting all of the supper for my first wife and my daughter and everything, there was a big commotion. I had found out it was that day that the elder Castro, Fidel Castro, had ceded his powers to his younger brother, Raul. And at that time, I received a call from the same journalist from the BBC and other journalists, like a social call, because I've always done a lot of things with the BBC. I was even interviewed by them beforehand concerning many events in America, like the Hurricane Katrina, and also some of the social stuff in South Beach. That's where I met this journalist in South Beach. And in 2006, this happened, and this journalist said, "What's happening? Let me see what's happening." Someone told me in the background, "No, Fidel Castro just turned over power." Everybody knew that turning over power in Cuba was just simply a mere ceremony. But again, since it was a historical significance, I took photos like I never took photos. And I said, "Well, you know, the elder Castro took over and transferred to the other Castro." What? I started giving all the news, all the photos, and I was published in BBC 606, their nightly program. I was published in BBC PM, published also in other programs like BBC Way of the World, I think it was called the program. And my photos and my things were appearing. Not as much as they did in other times when I was interviewed by the BBC concerning Hurricane Katrina, or concerning whatever happened in Miami or in America. But I also got publicity there, in addition to other forms of publicity. This led to other photos, and I myself had my photos published in BBC PM, BBC Way of the World, and also BBC 606, as well as some of the English regions and the Spanish version. And this sort of led to the birth of my blog. And even in the year 2008 to 2011, some of my photos appeared. To this day, BBC, there are 2 stations that have not erased me. 3 stations, China, Russia, and BBC have not erased my earlier developments of the blog.
Well, that's good.
Any other there are the photos and the links that I sent you were some of my earlier developments.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah.
I had very good friends in the BBC. Unfortunately, most of them went to other areas, and we sort of lost contact.
Right.
And then, of course, I got divorced, and then I found my first girlfriend, who became my second wife. And then the blog became history, going off in different areas. And I'm very grateful to the BBC. If the BBC can hear both of us right now, I'm grateful that they gave you, Sabrina Fallah, one of the greatest publicities that you need, because you're one of the greatest rockers. You're actually participating in the revival. You're actually participating in the revival of rock and roll at a time when many people have given up on rock and roll. I congratulate you. I congratulate you heavily.
Thank you. And I'm also really happy, if they're listening, if they ever see this, that they gave me a chance as an artist to be played and to be heard on their show, because, you know, not every artist gets this opportunity, and I'm happy that they gave it to me.
For me, Sabrina, you deserve the opportunity from the BBC. It's one of the most prestigious institutions in the world, and you deserve it. Now that you have the BBC, the whole world can listen to you.
Oh my!
But there's one thing. The whole world will listen to you, and they will listen to you heavily. Here in America,
that's very
here in America, the American continent will be listening to you. Guatemala is hearing you. Some of my family in Cuba are listening to you. Oh, of course, I told them about you, but that's another issue. Africa has listened to you. Asia has listened to you. And even the Middle East has listened to you. The Middle East has listened to you, because I know people in the Middle East, and I know you know people in the Middle East too. So, but that's another issue. We have 2 queens of rock and roll. One of them is Sabrina Fallah, whose music is electrifying everywhere. And also, you have Jasmine Kane, but you're one of the greatest. The only thing I ask of you, Sabrina, now that you're with the big stars, do not forget the people like me or Santalini or even
You know, you
because
know,
I love you. I'm going to tell you something, Sabrina. Don't take it personally. I love you. You're like family. You're a best friend. You're one of the greatest. And your music has helped me a lot survive 2020.
oh, well, I wouldn't be where I am without you and everybody else. And I don't call the people who follow me my fans. I call them my family, my friends, my supporters. Um, so that's how I've always called them. And why would I forget the people who were with me from the beginning? Like I still talk to people from when I was on MySpace. Like I try to keep touch with everybody because I don't want to lose everybody. So talk
And
to me,
for me, you're not
contact
going to lose
me.
it. You're not going to be losing me because I'm going to be sending postcards and we're going to be coming back to this show many times.
Yeah, of course.
In addition to you in addition to you thanking the BBC, I too have to thank the BBC. I want to thank the BBC for all of the entertainment that they gave me since I was a little kid in Ohio and in Florida. And also, I want to thank the BBC for being a beacon of great entertainment and even freedom in that I was able to express many opinions. In Florida, when we had Hurricane Andrew in 1992, I was interviewed by the BBC, and they responded. They were very
Uh,
nice. The
Brian, who played my song on the air, is actually in chat right now. He said my best friend and colleague, Sabrina Fallah, he is the one that played my song that got it heard from by Tommy that got me on BBC. So
Oh,
Brian,
Brian, thank you very much. Brian, I'm also thanking the BBC not only for Sabrina but also for myself. Brian, I want to thank you and everybody in the BBC for when you had your shortwave service. You really gave me great entertainment here in North America and everywhere. You were also, Brian, in the BBC. You were present, and you said present when we had Hurricane Andrew, and nobody even lifted a finger
oh,
for us. And you were there, and I found that at the time when you didn't even have internet or anything, I was able to call you through telephone.
yeah.
And also the same thing happened in this 21st century. Everyone. I never forgot you, BBC, for all of this. Nor did I ever forget you, BBC, for allowing me to express some of my opinions of football, because I'm a big football fan, and also interviewing everybody. And definitely, I will always remember the time when you gave me a voice in the year 2006 during Cuba. I'm of Cuban blood, and somehow, until you came to me, nobody in Cuba or in Miami even paid. Well, they paid attention to me, but I was not that big I was not that big, or I was not one to be dealt with, because at that time you had monopolies. And I also want to thank the BBC. I want to thank all of you, Brian, and everyone in Manchester, Merseyside,
Merseyside,
look north,
Liverpool.
look north, which is the northeast, BBC Scotland, BBC
Oh,
Wales. Yeah, I got interviewed by all of them. BBC Manchester, West Midlands, East Midlands, the whole bit, and also look north by Manchester. I never forgot you, the BBC, never forgot you. And I always remembered that I was published by BBC PM, BBC 606, and BBC, I think, Way of the World. Thank you, BBC, for also helping me launch my career in journalism and also launch my career as a blogger, and giving me a voice at a time when my voice was almost stifled, which isn't right now. I want to thank you very much. I also want to thank, but most important, I want to thank you for promoting Sabrina. She's one of the greatest.
also, Linda wants me back.
And Linda, I hope you also come back too. Bring Sabrina back too. Bring Sabrina back too.
Yeah.
We need her. We need her.
Yeah,
We need her.
she really enjoyed our conversation, and the way she was talking, yeah, she's definitely wanting me back. So I'm really happy that everything went well and she enjoyed talking to me. And actually, I've been getting a lot of good reaction from my interview from people who are just hearing it for the first time, and also people from the UK are contacting me, telling me they heard me with Linda. So I'm happy that I'm happy that my name got heard, and that people have reached out to tell me that they liked the interview. And it actually helps because I want to know what they think about my interview and my music. So yeah, it's great.
Paula Argueta has visited your interview, but she has also visited our interviews here,
Right.
and she has loved what you said. She's one of your greatest fans in Guatemala, and in Cuba, many people in Cuba are actually see you and they love they love the interview. They love your music. You deserve it. You deserve it a lot. So 1 minute. Uh-oh, I think I'm having someone on the door. Just 1 minute.
Yay!
Let me see who it is. Hey, back around here. You're not being fair with me, Roberto. You're not being fair with me. I want to see Sabrina. I want to see Sabrina. Okay. Calm down, calm down. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you my new injection or medicine. I don't need anything. I'm good as it is. Hi, Sabrina. Congratulations on your BBC interview. I just had to get out of Santalini's factory. So I'm right here. I'm glad that I just want to congratulate you on your work with the BBC and also on all of your work you've been doing a year and a half ago. So what is
I'm good. I'm good. Long time no see. Well, I saw you a few weeks ago, right?
yeah, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere doing house calls and helping Santalini with some of the nice little Christmas gifts that we're giving.
Yeah, of course.
We're getting ready for all of that. And of course, I'm helping Santalini with this Pina Colada TV show. Yeah, the one in which he splurges everything. He got the idea from an Adventist TV show. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, he saw this Adventist TV show. And he saw the preacher's wife fill up a ninja with all the nice little goodies, and the ninja exploded. But we can't do that with a noster. Hey, yes, hey, and everything else. I'm here, I'm there. Just wanted to congratulate you. We're glad that you are now with the BBC. The world is yours. Who knows? Maybe we'll get CBC in the process. NBC. Who knows?
Actually, speaking of that, I'm trying to get CBC.
Well,
The
you're going
Canadian.
to be going places. You're going to be going places. At least you're very famous in the North Pole and in Greenland. Right now, I had to interrupt myself and come here to make my house call and say how you're doing and everything. Well, I just wanted to say you're the greatest. You're one of the greatest. And I just wish you the best. 1 minute. I'm getting another. 1 minute.
Okay.
Hey, Natalini, you're next. You're next. How. No. You have to do the dollies. Right now, you have to do the dollies. Of course, you don't do the dollies right now. I'm going to dock your pay. Oh, you don't have to dock my pay. I'm doing good as it is. How. And we're going to get ready. Oh, yes. 1 minute. Yes, Natalini. I'm almost ready. Just 1 minute. Dr. Rob needs to relax a little bit. Yeah, but you still have to make my choice while I see something. I can't let this. I'm not going to forget myself if I don't see Sabrina.
Santalini.
Santalini here. Just 1 minute. Right here. Dr. Rob is just finishing up my toys and my dolls. I'm doing my pina colada mix. So how's everything, Sabrina? Congratulations on the
I'm
BBC.
good.
I heard the interview in the North Pole.
Yeah.
You're getting really, really successful. You're gonna be one of the greatest rock stars in the world.
Thank you.
Many people are gonna be looking for you and looking for your albums,
Well,
and all of this because of an EP. Of course, we're gonna be still making toys for you all around, and you still this year, like last year, you made the nice list, the grading nice list. I have the nice and I have the naughty, but you made the nice list. You really made the nice list.
I hope I was good. I was very good this year.
Yes, you were very good. And that's what we like about you, Sabrina. You're always good with all of us. Every one of us. You really made the list. Yeah. And I also want to thank the BBC for having you because you're one of the greatest. You're one of the greatest. And I also want to thank the BBC for giving me a lot of entertainment in comedy a long time ago when I had also my TV and my shortwave radio. Now I have my internet and I get everybody in Zoom. Yay! Well, I just hope that everything gets ready. Let's see what we can get for you for Christmas. Maybe something from Green Day. I don't know. Let's see if Green Day will allow me to manufacture something. But you deserve the best. Yay! Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, Santalini, you already had your time. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. We're just all getting all ready for you and everything. And just relax, Santalini. I know. I need. You already had your 5 minutes with Sabrina, and you're going to be really great, Santalini. Anyway, you have to talk with Dr. Rob about your pina colada recipe, and you still have to do some more goals. I know. But we still love you, Santalini. You're one of the greatest. I'm Dr. Rob. Don't you forget me. Oh, you're one of the greatest too, Dr. Rob. Just a minute. Yes.
Hey.
I love Santalini. Santalini is really, really one of the greatest. And so
Yeah, I know, right?
I love him. I don't know who is best. I don't know who I love best, the Santa Claus or Santalini.
I think
But
Santalini.
Santalini, I can't complain about him. Last Christmas, I barely made his nice and naughty list. What he did was he gave me a lot of black T-shirts and black jeans from small companies in the United States. So so he also gave me a lot of creams and soaps and everything. But Santalini is one of the greatest. He's a really trip. And Dr. Rob, I love him too.
Oh,
I don't know what our show would do without both of them.
I know, right?
And on top of that, Santalini only comes once a year, just like his older brother Santa Claus.
Yeah, right.
When Santalini and Dr. Rob leaves on January 7th, my eyes water.
Oh.
I miss them a lot.
Oh.
Because they're really, really great personalities. And Santalini with his yoga, who knows? So we're just very glad that everything has been going out for you really great, Sabrina. Do you have anything in the future besides the BBC? And Dr. Santalini said one thing that was very right. He said after the BBC, you have to have the CBC, NBC, and I think SABC. He talked about South African Broadcasting Corporation. What else do you see after that? Any other albums or any news? I know you have a movie on.
I know. I have the third Psycho Stalker. New music next year. I can't tell you how many. I can't tell you if it's going to be an EP. I hope it'll be an EP, but I know definitely new music next year. If anything new comes, just keep an eye out on my social media. I put all my updates, social media.
We do keep a very big eye on you, Sabrina, especially the Psycho Stalker film for the third part.
Yeah.
And also Santalini, even though he's in the North Pole, and Dr. Rob is also in the North Pole, they also keep a very good eye on you also.
Good.
Who knows, maybe they'll make an appearance in March, but I can't guarantee it. But we have other people that I have that's also
Of
also
course.
talked about you. Everybody has talked about you. You're one of the greatest personalities. And who knows, when everything resolves itself, we hope one day to see you perform in Florida.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of places I want to go, but I want to make sure everybody and I'm safe. But other than that, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone here is very safe, and we've been doing a lot of stuff. Of course, we have the vitamin C and the beach, but we've been
Yeah.
keeping ourselves safe and everything, and enjoying life and everything. But we do hope to see Sabrina Fallah once live here
Of
in
course.
Florida, and we want to hear your old hits, your present hits, your new hits, and your videos,
Everything.
because everything we need Sabrina Fallah.
Hmm.
The rest is the rest. Anything else you want to add?
If don't ever give up on your dreams. Dreams do come true. You just have to push and work hard.
And we're doing that a lot. Not only with you, but we're also doing that with also ourselves
Yeah.
here in this blog. And the rest, as I said, the rest is the rest. I love having you in my interviews, and we just hope one day to see you here in Florida. We hope one day that you could do a video here in Florida.
Would love to.
Because here we have the beaches, we have the beaches, we have the countryside. Right now, Right now, I live in Miami. In your
Right.
interview, you said that you live in Ottawa, in the city. I live in Miami, but I don't actually live in the city. I live very, very far away from the city. I live in an area between Naples and Miami, which is pure countryside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It is pure countryside where I could keep very safe. I could walk the forests and everything and not be afraid of anything or viruses or anything of that sort.
Okay, well, that's
Because
good.
very, very, very isolated. And it's right here where we make all of the videos and everything. Here we have a lot of places we can also do videos in the countryside. Homestead, Florida City, Chrome Avenue. Many people here have come from other areas of America to do their videos here. So
Right.
we're all ready for Sabrina Fallah in Florida.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to see if I could bring in Santalini and also bring in Dr. Rob. Well, at least Santalini. Santalini sweats very heavily with fear.
Yeah, of course.
Santalini needs the cold weather. He's much better in zero degrees Celsius in the North Pole and in Greenland. Although he usually takes a little time to visit Canada in the Nunavut or Ellesmere Island.
Right.
There's an island there, I think, called Ellesmere. I hope I had it pronounced your name right. Ellesmere or Ellesmere?
I think it's
Ellesmere Island.
yeah, I think it sounds fine.
Well, it's a very northern part of Canada, close to the North Pole. So he's really, really in those great areas.
Wow, okay.
The rest is the rest. I just want to wish you the best.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna see if I could send you a nice little souvenir from Florida.
Aw.
And the rest, as I said, the rest is the rest. This week you're going to be getting it. And we are going to be publishing in YouTube and also publishing in other platforms. And we hope to send you this video via Google so you can publish it. We're going to give you the first steps in publishing. The rest is the rest.
All right.
To everybody, I want to wish you the best now and always. Peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere on the 8 News Show. And Sabrina, I wish you the best now and always in your endeavors. You're going to go places.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody who tuned in.
And thank you, everybody, that tuned in. And we're all ready. Best wishes from Miami to Canada and to the world. Thanks, Sabrina, for everything.
Thank you.
I love the experience. Every time I interview, it's a great experience.
Yeah.
And Santalini just said hi to me at the Yumi and also said hi to you. So did Dr. Rob.
Okay. Awesome.
I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.